Hi friends, it's Jonathan here. I'm going to lead you through a shortish flow designed for beginners. I have Kate here who's going to be showing some modifications, and Woody here is going to be showing quote unquote full expression. I'll be showing somewhere in between. We're going to get started today in child's pose. Come all the way to the back of your mat, draw your big toes to touch. Extend your fingers long towards the front of your space as you bring your hips back towards your heels. I know if this posture right away does not feel all that comfortable, you can draw your knees a little closer together so that it feels a little more comfortable on your hips. You can also take this on your back. Take a nice big inhale through your nose, fill up your lungs, feel your chest or your belly expand and fill with air. And easy exhale. Another one just like that, inhale through your nose. And audible exhale out. Inhale, rise up to your tabletop position. Stack your shoulders directly over your wrists. Bring your hips over your knees. We'll move through a few cat-cows. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly, lift your gaze. Bring your heart through your arms. Exhale, cat pose. Gaze towards your navel. Round through your upper back and then squeeze your glutes to tuck your tailbone under. Let's take a few of these breaths in movement. Inhale, cow pose. You can take this at your speed. Exhale, cat pose. One more just like that, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, find your neutral tabletop, tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Your option, take a little pedal out through your feet. Bend one knee and bend the other, especially if your hamstrings are feeling a little tight today. Allow your head to hang heavy. As you spread your fingers on your mat, press down through your finger pads, and then dial your biceps, the eye of your elbows forward towards the front of your space as you press out of your shoulders. Find a slight or even a generous bend in your knees to allow a little bit more space in your lower back. If you're going for more of a straight leg variation, or to draw your heels a little closer towards your mat, knowing that is not necessarily the end goal of this pose. The end goal is to create length through the back line of your body. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step to the front of your mat and then grab opposite elbows. Maybe dangle here. I also like to release my palms to my mat because it just feels a little tight on a hamstring, so you can feel free to do that to give a little bit more support for the back line of your body. Maybe shake your head yes, shake your head no. And heel toe your feet back together to touch. Inhale, rise up one vertebra at a time. Your head is the last to rise. Exhale, bring your palms down by your sides. All right, friends, let's take it into our sun salutation, a flow. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Hold and breathe here. Find your strong connection to your mat, either with your big toes to touch or a sliver of space between your feet. And then squeeze your quadriceps up, lift your kneecaps, draw your belly in toward your spine to activate through your core. Can you find a little bit more length through your side body as you dial your pinkies in? Take an inhale. Exhale, release your palms to your mat as you hinge forward from your hips. Inhale, lift up halfway, draw your hands to your knees or your shins. Find your flat back as you draw your gaze directly down to lengthen through your neck. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, high plank pose, plant your palms, step your feet back. I want to take a moment here to explain all of your options. So you can hold in your high plank position. You can lower down halfway or lower down on your knees halfway. Let's take an inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down halfway, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Come to the tops of your feet. Lift your knees to protect your lower back. Shine your heart through. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Let's flow this breath to movement. Inhale, gaze forward, bend your knees. Exhale, forward fold, travel to the front of your space. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, extend your arms overhead. Exhale, release your palms down as you swan dive to your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, your journey to downward facing dog. Plant your palms, step your feet back. Lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. We'll take one more round. Inhale, gaze forward, bend your knees. Exhale, step or hop to the front of your mat if you're looking for a little extra. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, release your palms down to your mat. Inhale, halfway lifts. Exhale, high to low plank. Plant your palms. Maybe this time you jump back. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Very nice, team. Take a few moments here. Discover your new, stronger downward facing dog that you have created through your sun salutation A. And now that we've woken up through, especially the back line of the body, and a little bit through the front line, we're going to take it through the side body now with our sun salutation B. Listen for the changes. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, step to the front of your mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees, reach your arms overhead, and breathe here. Rock your weight back into your heels. Your option to take your feet hip-width distance apart for a little bit more stability. More traditional variation, draw your big toes to touch, maybe a slight sliver of space between your heels. And then squeeze your glutes, draw your belly in to activate through your core, and then dial your pinkies forward. It's a little bit too much for your shoulders. Know your option always to draw your thumbs to heart center. Good. Take an inhale. Exhale, forward fold, release your palms to your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, draw your hands to your knees or your shins, find your flat back. Exhale, high to low plank, plant your palms, step your feet back. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, 3-leg down dog, lift your right foot high to the ceiling. Exhale, low lunge, use your strong core to step your right foot forward between your palms. Inhale, warrior 2, drop your back heel down and then tee out your arms as you open up towards the side wall. Good. Find your heel to heel or heel to back arch alignment. Press down through the pinky toe edge of your left foot to allow a nice deep bend into your front right knee. And if you're looking for a little bit extra today, try traction or move your heels together without actually moving to engage to your thighs. Now, if this is a little bit too much for your shoulders, you can also draw your thumbs to your heart center, just to work to broaden through your chest. Inhale, reach your right hand forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Bring your right elbow to the inside of your thigh, extend your left arm overhead. We have a few variations. More traditionally, extended side angle, maybe bring your left hand and left bicep over your ear. If you're looking for a little bit less, you can keep your right elbow onto your thigh, keep that support, and then think a lift up through your top hand to activate through your core. Inhale, reverse warrior, tick-tock your arms back, and then recommit to the bend in your front right leg. I always like to place my left hand toward my front hip crease just to open up a little bit more through my back shoulder. So your option to do that there, and then find a little more extension through your right side without creating a back bend. Inhale. Exhale, high to low plank. Your level up here, maybe you float your right foot as you lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, 3-leg down dog, lift your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step your left foot forward between your palms. Inhale, warrior 2, spin open towards the opposite side wall and breathe here. Once again, find your heel to heel or heel to back arch alignment. Now, whatever you came into this pose with, you can always make those slight adjustments if it just feels a little unbalanced or uneasy. Again, if you're looking for that little extra advancement, traction your right heel towards your left heel and then left heel towards your right heel to engage to your inner thighs. And then find your easy gaze just past your front left thumb. Inhale, reach your left hand forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Draw your left elbow to the inside of your thigh. Reach your right arm overhead. More traditional variation that Lydia is showing. Draw your right bicep by your ear. Or continue to prop yourself up. I want you to think of more of a lift up through your top right hand, especially here early in class, so you can activate through your core. Inhale, reverse warrior. Tick-tock your arms back. Recommit to the bend in your front left leg. Place your hand either down your thigh, light touch, or take your right hand towards your front left hip crease as you draw your gaze up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, high to low plank, windmill your arms down. Maybe you float your left foot, Ekapada Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. I'm gonna flow this 2 times, breath to movement. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, step to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, bend your knees, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, release your palms down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. At this point in class, we're gonna have a lot of high to low planks in a short period of time. Again, remember your options to just skip it and just press back to downward facing dog. Inhale, 3-leg down dog, lift your right foot high. Exhale, low lunge, step your right foot forward between your palms. Inhale, warrior 2, spin open towards the side. Exhale, extended side angle, dip your right hand forward and down. Inhale, reverse warrior, sweep your right hand high to the ceiling. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, 3-leg down dog, lift your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step your left foot forward between your palms. Inhale, warrior 2, ground down through your right heel, spin open. Exhale, extended side angle, bring your left elbow to your thigh. Inhale, reverse warrior, sweep your left arm up and back. Exhale, high to low plank, plant your palms, step your feet back. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. We have one more round just like that. Inhale, gaze forward, bend your knees. Exhale, forward fold, step to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lifts. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, bend your knees, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, dive down as you straighten your legs. Inhale, halfway lifts. Exhale, high to low plank, plant your palms, step your feet back. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, 3-leg down dog, lift your right foot high. Exhale, low lunge, step your right foot forward between your palms. Inhale, warrior 2, last time here on the right. Exhale, extended side angle, right elbow to your thigh. Inhale, reverse warrior, sweep your right arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, high to low plank, windmill your arms down, make this into your flow. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Last side, inhale, 3-leg down dog, lift your left foot high. Exhale, low lunge, step your left foot forward between your palms. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior, extend your left arm up and back. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, we'll get a little break. Your shoulders and legs have been working so hard throughout this flow. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, take a quick seat on your mat. Then cross your feet, slide all the way over into a boat pose position. Balance here on your sits bones. Grab underneath your thighs, tuck your knees into your chest. A lot of progressions, regressions for this pose. If you ever need a little active recovery moment, maybe squeeze your knees in. Then start to extend your arms out. If you have a little bit more, maybe start to straighten your legs and expand through your heart, creating this strong upward facing V shape, just like our downward facing dog, but upside down. Here for a strong count of 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Cross your feet, plant your palms, step back to your downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, reach your arms up. Exhale, release your palms by your side. Take a moment. We've done a lot of movement here for the last few moments or so. We're gonna move into some balancing. So first, I want you to find a one unmoving focus point just in front of you. That's gonna help you balance. We call that in yoga our dristi. Plant down through your right foot. Squeeze your left knee into your chest as you inhale. Exhale, tree pose. Place your left foot to the inside of your thigh, or option to place it into your calf or kickstand your foot just to add a little bit more balance and stability. Use your outer left glute to create the opening through your hip. And maybe from here, start to extend your arms overhead. If you'd like even a little bit more, maybe play around with your gaze up towards the ceiling, or most challenging yet, maybe close your eyes, be okay with falling out of it, as I'm about to do. If your arms are extended overhead, draw your thumbs back to heart center. Inhale, raise your left leg. Exhale, release your left leg down. Maybe a quick little shake out in between sides. Great job. All right, squeeze your right knee into your chest. Inhale. Exhale, tree pose. Place your right foot to the inside of your left thigh or calf muscle, or if you need that little balance moment, just kickstand your right foot. Once you've found your balance, Start to extend your arms overhead if you did that on the other side, or maybe you find a different variation, like a reverse prayer position, or reverse namaste, or like a chest expansion. Taking these last few moments to breathe. Good. Inhale, reach both arms overhead. Exhale, release your right foot down. Good. A little shake out. One more balancing pose. Inhale, extend your arms up. Exhale, place your right elbow to your right hip. Bend your right knee, catch for the inside or outside of your foot or ankle. Inhale, kick your right foot into your palm. Exhale, reach your left hand forward as we move into our dancer's pose. Our goal is to extend and find length through the front line of our body as you reach your left hand towards the top corner of the room. If you need a little bit less today, think of more upright position. If you would looking for a little bit more, continue to kick and reach. Holding here, strong count of 4, 3, 2, and 1, release. Good. All right, now bend your left knee, take your left elbow to the hip crease, grab for the inside or outside of your foot or ankle, then whatever feels accessible to you. Once you find that balancing point, no, right and left side can feel very, very different. Take an inhale, think length. Exhale to your dancer's pose, kick your foot into your palm as you reach your right arm forward. This is definitely my better side, one that I'm a little stronger on my right side, a little more flexible on my left. So put that together and take it a little bit deeper variation here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release. And take 1 sun salutation. Inhale, mountain pose, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold, release your palms down to your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, plant your palms. Step your feet back. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, 3-leg down dog, lift your right foot high. Exhale, half pigeon on the right. First, bring your right knee to your right wrist. And then place your shin wherever it lays. Pay more attention to your hips squaring towards the front of your mat, then trying to get your right shin completely free. Extend your left toes back. And maybe look over your shoulder for a nice little twist. And once you feel good, maybe you start to sleep your pigeon. If neither of these options feel good, maybe take this onto your back for a supine figure 4. For a supine figure 4, roll over to your right hip. Take your right ankle just below your left knee and thread your fingers through. It's gonna be a nice little passive hip opener. If you're on your back, you can simply just switch your legs. If you're on your belly, retuck your back toes. Inhale, 3-leg down dog, reach your right leg up and back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, 3-leg down dog, lift your left leg high. Exhale, half pigeon on the left. Bring your left knee to your left wrist. Extend your right toes behind you. First, make sure that your hips are squared towards the front of your mat. If not, one hip feels like really high off the other side. You can also place a block or a pillow or a cushion. One of the benefits of practicing at home is you have those household items. Holding here, last few breaths. Retuck your back toes. Inhale, 3-leg down dog. Lift your left leg high. Option to bend your knee, open up through your hip. If you're on your back, you can take a nice little gentle rock and roll. And then we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, take a quick seat or a kneeling position on your mat. We're gonna set up for a camel pose. Start with your knees about hip width distance apart. Place your palms to your lower back. You're trying to place your palms into your jeans pocket. Tuck your elbows behind you. Lift up through your shoulders as you squeeze your shoulder blades together, down and back. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, camel pose. Trace your gaze up towards the ceiling. A few options here. I'm gonna keep my palms on my lower back for a little bit more support. And once I feel good there, maybe I start to reach my hands towards my heels, concentrating on keeping my hips over my knees. Even deeper variation, which I don't quite have today, is coming to the tops of my feet. Continue to keep your gaze lifted and breathing. Now as you come out of it, first support your lower back with your palms. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, take a quick seat on your mat. Support one side as you swing your legs out from underneath you. Come all the way onto your back. We have made it to our backs. This is where we'll be for the remainder of our class. Draw your heels in towards your seat. Extend your fingers long towards your heels. Start with your feet and knees about hip width distance apart. Inhale, bridge pose. Press through your heels. Lift your hips up. Slight squeeze of your glutes at the top. Take an inhale. Exhale, release. Bring the soles of your feet together, draw your knees out wide. Maybe place one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Feel your life force through your fingers. And then extend your left leg long. Inhale, squeeze your right knee in. Exhale, supine spinal twist. Drop your right knee over to your left. Plant down through your right shoulder as you draw your gaze towards your right thumb. You can also close your eyes here, but I want you to prioritize your shoulder to mat connection over your knee to mat connection. Notice my knee is pretty far off. If you're feeling like it's not all that support, you can also take a block underneath your right knee. Inhale, bring your right knee back into your chest. Squeeze your left knee into your chest. Give yourself a nice little reset squeeze. Inhale, extend your right leg long. Squeeze your left knee in. Exhale, supine spinal twist. Drop your left knee over to your right. Gaze towards your left thumb, or maybe close your eyes. And working to keep your left shoulder down. If you need that little extra support, you can place a block or a household item underneath your left knee. Inhale, draw both knees back into your chest. Your last squeeze, last active pose, happy baby. Grab for the outsides of your feet. Your option, if that's not coming for you right now, grab for your hamstrings, the underside of your thighs. Find a little bit of movement side to side. Worrying less about the stretch at this moment, but more about bringing ease back into your body after so much movement. As you inhale, squeeze everything in, nice tight ball. Open mouth, exhale, Shavasana. Release your legs, release your arms, take up space. Feel free to stay in Shavasana for as long as you would like. I recommend at least 2 to 3 minutes, if not longer than that. Thank you so much for taking our flow with us today. Questions, comments, feedback, always welcome, much appreciated. If this is something you enjoyed or are looking for more things like this, please let us know in the comments below. We're happy to film more content. Thank you.